he'll be giving a speech to Muslim leaders. Back home, he's still hounded by allegations of his campaign's collusion with Russian operatives. French President Emmanuel Macron heads to Mali to pay a visit to the French troops stationed there since 2013. He vowed to continue the fight against Islamist terrorists in the region for as long as necessary. Those were the headlines. You're watching France 24, and I'm Charles Pellegrin. Well, voting in the presidential election in Iran this Friday has now ended. The Interior Ministry has announced that over 40 million votes were cast, indicating a participation rate of about 70%. The election pits incumbent Hassan Rouhani, whose main legacy is the nuclear deal with world powers, against the hardline conservative Ebrahim Raisi. More with Admiral Maxwell.
A festive atmosphere greeted incumbent President Hassan Rouhani as he cast his ballot. On a day on which Iranians gave their verdict on his efforts to rebuild ties with the world over the last 4 years. Rouhani faces stiff competition from the other frontrunner, hardliner Ebrahim Raisi, who has positioned himself as a defender of the poor. Long lines stretched from polling stations in a country of 56 million eligible voters.
We've come here today in order not to go backwards. We'll stand in these queues for as long as it's needed in order not to go backwards.
I want social justice, social freedoms, and political development, and good relations with all countries in the world. Our economy is not good. We hope the new government can make economic development its priority. People are suffering because of our bad economy, especially from the low employment rate.
All candidates are vetted before they can run by a group of jurists and clerics known as the Guardian Council, a process which excludes most reformists or anyone calling for radical change. The role of president comes with significant powers, but he remains subordinate to the supreme leader, who has the ultimate say over all matters of state. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is a close ally of Ebrahim Raisi. As he cast the first vote of the day, he said the fate of Iran was in the people's hands, in an election that may well determine Iran's future engagement with the rest of the world.
Well, as mentioned, the participation rate is of about 70%, which is quite high for Iran. France 24 spoke earlier to Milani Abbas, the head of Iranian studies at Stanford University in California. He told us what this might mean for the candidates.
Generally in Iran, the higher turnouts have been very favorable to reformist candidates. The highest percentage turnout, I think, was when Mr. Khatami won in a landslide. Every indication I have seen is that a higher turnout this time would also benefit Rouhani. And what further indicates that that might well be the case is that all reportings from Iran is that from around 9 o'clock, the official media, the Iranian radio and television, were hinting at closed polling stations, wanting